What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Diddy took another L today. And I'm going to tell you why he did, because before he was not going to the Grammys because of all of these things happening against him. But Diddy had a big situation with alcohol manufacturer Diageo. Now, Diageo is the largest manufacturer of spirits on planet Earth. If you don't know some of their brands that are in their catalog, let's mention them right now. You may have heard of Captain Morgan's. You most likely have heard of Johnny Walker. You have heard of Crown Royal, Don Julio, Guinness. You've heard of Bailey's, I'm sure. I'm a big fan of Bailey's. You've heard of Tanqueray. You've heard of Smirnoff vodka. Those are Diageo products, okay? And not only are those products popular, what about Cîroc, okay? Cîroc is popular. Cîroc is also a vodka, all right? So they're a huge spirit singleton, all right? Now, not only is that something that Diddy co-owned, DeLeón tequila is something that he co-owned, all right? And when I tell you that Diddy made a lot of money off of Cîroc vodka, he did. Like most of us in the black community, I think that Cîroc vodka at one point, it wasn't as popular as Hennessy, but as popular with African Americans, it was quite popular. Here in Africa, it is considered, at least in East Africa, it is considered a high-end brand, a high-end product. So they have a Cîroc brunch here in Uganda. It is always packed like crazy. You have to register like 3 months in advance just to get to it. And Diddy was half, or at least a part owner. So, hey, the work was doing itself. As much as it was selling all the time, he didn't need to do anything. This is really what brought in a lot of Diddy's wealth. It wasn't really music. It was things like this and then DeLeon. That's why so many rappers want to get into the alcohol business, right? Because they can get it hot, then they start selling. The issue is that Diddy had a lawsuit against Diageo discussing racism. So they're saying that because he's black, they didn't do the promised investments and treated them as inferior urban products. By the way, they also co-own Hennessy with LVMH. So, but anyways, they accused them of racism. And one of the things was it had limited distribution to urban neighborhoods. All right. And that Diageo leaders resented him for making too much money. So then Cassie thing came. Cassie came, he settled out of court. He had to, he didn't really have a choice because of all the receipts I'm pretty sure that Cassie had on him. What did he do? He then settled to let DeLeon go and Cîroc go. Cîroc was part owner of that with Diageo and Diddy. DeLeon, he was both part owner. Now he had to let it go. Now, let me just talk to you about this. This is why this is important, man. What you guys do is important. Let me explain what I mean. When you're Diddy, you know there is no way you can be the face of this brand again and it will sell. That's over. So if I'm in the business meeting with him, I'm like, Diddy, you got to sell this to me, right? You got to sell this to me. There is no possible way, okay? You're going to be the face of this. And you know what? We can't have you as the face of this. You got to give it up, okay? Diddy like, nah, I don't want to give it up. You got to give it up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make you an offer right now. Going to make you an offer, okay? And because it's offer, basically what you're going to do is take a lowball offer and drop your suit because you don't have anything better to do. Want to know what happens? He had to do it. And let me explain why to you guys, because you might not take it seriously, but I want to talk to you about this. This was something that Diddy worked so hard for. He worked so hard for, okay? He worked his ass off to build these brands outside of everything else. That sexual mistake cost him money, the opportunity cost. It cost him money that he can live off for the rest of his life. Let me explain what I'm talking about. You ever heard of a person by the name of Michael Jordan? If Michael Jordan were to get a sexual scandal like Diddy got. Want to know what would have to happen to him? Because Jordan has a similar deal with Nike that Diddy has. I would say it's not equal, but similar. Then Jordan would not be able to get all that recurring residual income. He would have to say, you know what, Jordan, you got this problem going on here, bro. So here's what we need to do, right? We need to basically get you out of here, man. You have this thing, sell the Jordan brand back to Nike. We'll give you a good deal on it. Because you can't even be the face of your own brand anymore. Same thing happened to Yeezy. You miss all of that recurring income for the rest of your life because of what you did one time. And you guys might not think this is a big deal, but man, it is a big deal. All right? Think about 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now, that brand blows up in some of these other markets. You guys got to understand, these developing countries like Uganda and Rwanda, where Cîroc is out here, which is half the price, but it's selling in these markets in India, in places like that, where you have hella people, the population is getting bigger. If they're taking Cîroc, Diddy is getting paid. He's not even there, but that stopped. It's over. Even if they gave him $500 million, he won't be able to get 50 million, 50 million, 50 million. Again, from this, it's over. And all of that to just clap cheeks. All of that to be out here in somebody's behind, allegedly. And is it worth it? Is it worth it to build something like that? Then you have a partnership with somebody and you have to get out of the partnership because you're a fucking idiot. It's not worth it, man. And I keep pleading with guys, please don't do that. Guys, please, guys, please stop. All right? Guys, don't do it. Whatever it is, don't do it. Okay? It's not cool, man. Don't do it. It's not worth it. And I'm telling you guys right now, it's gonna be for fail, man. Especially in America, okay? And I'm telling you guys, man, if you're gonna want to get money, bro, you're gonna have to live a pretty, stand-up life, man. I don't know if you guys know that, but you're not gonna be messing around, bro. You're just not. They're gonna get rid of you, man. And now he might have to sell Revolt. Who knows? That might be next. And I want you guys to see what's happening to men. What is really occurring to men. What is really, going down to men. And how men are working for their money. Look at what happened with academics, man. These guys making all this money and working this hard. And then they somehow have an issue and they almost lose everything. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.